We're talking to Altrincham goalkeeper and captain Tony Thompson at the end of what's been an eventful afternoon here at the J. Davison Stadium. Finished Altrincham 4, Wealdstone 2. Tony, just for a word or two on your first role as captain, so in other words, look at the performance overall, how would you assess it?
Yeah, we made hard work of it in the end, but you know, we've got lads that are going to score goals. You've got your Moonies, you've got the lads up top, they'll always bag a goal, to be fair. And yeah, we kind of not rely on them. We don't want to whoever scores the most wins, but at the end of the day, we've been so strong at the back over recent weeks. Kyle, Toby, and Coops as well. Do you know what I mean? And the fullbacks as well have been so strong. And it's a league, you know, we come up against the best in non-league, so we're always kind of under pressure. But yeah, it was good overall.
I mean, it was fairly even Stevens at half-time, even though we had that one goal lead, but it had been a fairly even first half. And then suddenly we're 4-0 up and you think cruising, but then just got a little bit edgy perhaps towards the end.
Yeah, no, they're always going to have quality. We spoke about them before the game, and you know, and the lad, centre mid was it, the right foot, took every set piece. He was frightening, and I heard he's only 18. So,
really?
You know, they're prosperous players, and they're going to go on to great careers, and when you come up against players like that, they're always going to cause you problems. But I thought we dealt with it in the end.
I mean, on him, and this is kind of going towards your other roles, obviously as goalkeeper first and foremost. How difficult is it when you got someone like him who, it's not like if you got somebody who's good at knocking it deep to the back post or whatever, he seems to vary everything. He could whip it with pace or with curl or deep, a bit of everything really. So you don't know what's coming, do you?
No, well, when you say I don't know what's coming, I think the gaffer, Sorves, Bush, the analyst team, we're always prepared for players like him. We work on them and we get sent clips all week. So you know who the dangers are. You know who's going to get them goals. And you know, I think he scored one last week, a free kick from deep. So I was always on my toes because I knew he would chance it and maybe have a shot. And then the last one just flicks off Big Kyle's head. So I think it slowed it down for me, to be fair.
But we'll come to that in a minute. But I mean, what I mean by you don't know what to expect is you've got a split second to react, haven't you? And say some were whipped in with real pace and some were floated. So you I guess that's what you said about you've got to be on your toes, ready to react quickly.
Yeah, definitely. And you don't just get last week's game; you get a few games. Do you know what I mean? So, and they work tirelessly at that. And you know, we get all the information. It's just about if we take it on or not. So yeah, he is a very variable player, but unbelievable. For 18, I think one of their lads was saying he plays for England as well. He's at the Charlton setup, so good on him, and I wish him all the best.
Yeah. Their lad probably didn't have the best between the posts in the best of days. Our first goal, obviously, poor clearance that we picked up on, and then he let Matty shot through his hands. But our first goal in particular was really well worked, wasn't it?
Yeah, very well worked. And you know, you say that about the goalkeeper, but we're in a position, and I've been there myself in the past. If you make a mistake, it's in the back of the net. It's always the saying, isn't it? But I fell for him and didn't celebrate that goal, to be fair, because I wouldn't want it to happen to me.
No.
But no, he's a good lad. He looks like a good goalkeeper. But again, we pounce on them situations, like you said, the poor clearance, but then very well worked by Koki, I think.
Yeah.
Over little darts over the 5 yards that he gets, or when he touches it past the player, he's rapid, isn't he?
And then the cross delivered at real pace. It just needed a contact from Matty, and it's in the back of the net, wasn't it? Yeah.
We had a couple of them situations as well, even when the keeper made a good save, and then Koki's attempt as a dink.
Yeah.
I said to him, he's brave to doing it. The keeper was about 6'7".
Yeah. Don't mind getting classic.
Yeah.
Second goal was unfortunate for their keeper, but I suppose the argument there is if you don't have a pot, you're not going to score, are you? So Matty was back himself to have a go. Or he's been encouraged to do that, hasn't he? Have a go a bit more often, probably.
Yeah, because he's been scoring of late. I always have a running little bit of banter with him that he wasn't scoring many when he first half of the season, but he came through, and I think he's doing them sessions that he teaches kids now.
Yeah. And fair play to Isaac Marriott. He cut in, and he whether he sensed that their keeper might have been a bit unnerved by his mistake, I don't know. But he backed himself, and it was a firmly hit shot, wasn't it, in the bottom corner?
Yeah, it was a great finish.
Yeah.
You know, if I concede one of them, I'm not saying anything about myself. I think it's just a great finish.
It was. Yeah.
Isaac's came in and he's been unbelievable.
He's got boundless energy, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's a little rat.
Yeah.
He needs to slow down, doesn't he?
Yeah.
At times. But no, he's. I think it's just what we needed, especially in this league. You need a lot of legs in centre mid, and he's just been run ragged, to be fair.
And another player with a bit of a goal touch about him at the moment is Dan Mooney, who again added another to the tally. But might not have been as clean a striker as Isaacs, but they all count, don't they? He's on there, again, prepared to back himself.
Yeah, he's got to be there, and he's got to take the chance. He's absolutely shanked it, like, but... But yeah, he's...
Viewers, you want me to... Surprised to hear that Dan Mooney's in the background at the moment, listening to...
Yeah. But no, he's shanked it, but he, as you say, he's there. He's took the chance. There's been a couple of them this season where he shanked them and they've went in, so happy days, made up for him.
Oh, come down to the bit where you've got to sing your own praises, if you don't mind. There were some fantastic saves. I mean, in the first half. Well, let's start with the one where you had a bit of luck, but you redeemed yourself. It struck me that through ball, you came out and you knew you were doing. You're going to head it to probably to Andy White, I think, at right back. But was it the wet turf? It just seemed to skip.
Yeah, any excuse. No, I was saying to Drenchy before the game, it was quite dry. So I thought it was going to stick, and then obviously when we went in after the warm-up, they've watered the pitch. First through balls absolutely skipped up, and
took you by surprise.
Well. Yeah, exactly. I think any other day I'd let it just come straight through to me, but I thought it was a stick.
When that happened though, and their big number 9's through, did you think, but you did redeem yourself brilliantly, but did you think perhaps you feared the worst, did you, for a minute?
Oh yeah. I felt ashamed basically. And there's a lot of swear words as I was running back. Yeah. But no, as you say, I've made the mistake and reacted. I think that's half the battle sometimes. Sometimes you lose your head when something happens, but it was a foot race and I didn't think I'd get there, to be fair.
No, you did, fair play. Just on the stroke of half time, again, you can make your own look, can't you? But that flicked header from close range and fantastic reflexes, and of course just landed on top of the bar and was scrambled it clear. But that was just all down to reactions, I guess. I think I've done a couple of them over the seasons. Woking a couple of times, but it's got to be there, haven't you? And sometimes, as you say, it is a little bit of pot luck. It comes straight at me, but you still got to react. But another part of the goalkeeper's craft, if you like, is, I hope I'm reading this right, anticipation. You didn't have much luck with this one. Their first goal, I think it was, Stephen Brown, he's weaved to about 8 yards out, and you've got to hand to it. You must have anticipated where that was going. You almost took off before he hit it. Yeah,
there was bodies, so basically he's used the bodies, and so have I. I knew he weren't going to go one way because there was two lads there, do you know what I mean? So, I've gambled in a way, but as you say, I think it's anticipation and reading a little bit. But then, Toby lost his left foot, I think, and tried clearing it with his right. Got all his feet muddled up because he's so tall, but no, Toby's been absolutely superb, do you know what I mean? So,
that follow-up, not much anybody can do about that.
The lads just did it with pace, and just obviously couldn't get his feet out, but it's one of them.
And then right at the very, very end, the free kick, it did get a deflection off the wall, but how did he get up into that top right corner? Is he going to answer that?
Well, speaking to the gaffer, just after the game, and he said, over the years, sometimes I've used the expression, if they beat the wall, it's a good free kick. But I think I've been working with Drenchy, and he's got me my sharpest at the minute. I feel very sharp in what I'm doing, and that's down to obviously working with Drenchy, and he's helped me so much over the past season, do you know what I mean? So he's got me at my sharpest and I'm using it, so thanks to him as well.
So what sort of stuff does he do? Can he kind of give us an insight into what he does to get that sharpness?
At the minute, we're getting loads of games and it's the end of the season, so coaching wise and session wise, I'm settling down a little bit, especially with work as well. We're getting to the tired end of the season, but I don't feel it in games, and I think he's getting me prepared for that during the week. If I feel tired after work, he openly says just relax, rest up a little bit. The only sessions I've got to be ready for is the Saturdays, do you know what I mean, and the Tuesdays when we've got a game, and that's down to him, because mentally I'd put myself through everything just in training, just to set an example, but he's pulling the reins a little bit, and it's helping a lot. It's helping massively.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like managing you, really, isn't it? And of course, he's been there, done it over many, many years, so he'll know.
Exactly. He's been here. He's been at this level for I don't know how long. He's an unbelievable keeper, and he's using that in his coaching as well. And out of respect and everything, I'm taking what he says and using it. Do you know what I mean? You don't have a goalkeeping coach like that and ignore him. And he's been top class. Even when he stepped in for me last week,
Yeah.
he was supportive, to be fair, saying whenever you're ready, just come back, please. And that was nice, to be fair, because I don't 3 clean sheets while I was gone.
Yeah.
So, and to have that backing is unbelievable, to be fair.
Smashing, that's great. Tony Thompson, really well played today, and thanks for your time.
Thank you. Cheers.